Hello folks, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to help you to create a contact section. Following to previous videos are to build this portfolio website, and already on previous video we learned how to build this responsive navbar and also this nice banner section, and same about me and services I do and also projects. And on this tutorial we are gonna to learn how to build this contact section. It's very simple and easy and straightforward. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to press subscribe button and enable the bell to get all new videos and content. And if you like this video, try to press thumb up and leave your comment and feedback down on the comment section, so that will help me and to continue and upload more content. Just from your feedback and support I can upload related content. And just let's go directly and start. And before I start, actually, if you are new to my channel and this first time to watch this video, I will advise you first to watch the previous video and then try to catch us on this video and continue with us. So let's start directly from the previous video that we stopped here. After this project section, we are going to create a new section. It's called contact. So section with an ID called contact. So inside here then we'll have another div with a class called container. So this will wrap all content into middle of the screen. And inside this div we'll have another div called info. This will just display these three items here. If I go to contact, for example, if I press here contact, you see this three item here. This section will be info. We need to create a div with a class called info, and each one of them will be represented as a card with a div with a class called card. For example, first one will have h3 to display that text, and we'll start with the email. And inside, after this email, we'll have a paragraph, and the paragraph will be just display your email. Basically, you can write your email, and this will be same for others. So we just copy paste this cards 3 times. Next one will be for telephone. Will just be TEL, and this will be your telephone number, and second one will be your phone. So this is our info section. First we have this info section, and then the second will be this map and how you can get map. So this map, basically this map should be related to your address, and how you can get that one, you need to go to this browser and try search for Google Map. And in Google Map you need to search to your address. For example, in this tutorial I'm going just to use the city address instead of mine. I'm going to go to this Glasgow. It's only Glasgow. And after going to Glasgow, you need to select this share, and from the share you can select here embedded a map, and you can copy here this HTML. After copying that one, you need to copy that and just close this here. Let's go back to our website here, and after this info div or content, let's add a new line and just Control V for the map that we just copied. Let's have more space here, and let's come back here. So this map will come with this width and height, and we are going to remove this style. We are going to add that by CSS, and also we are going to remove this key. We'll leave only lazy, leave only loading. It will be lazy, and copying this height and width and save it like that. So this is the original one. Live, we need to see our project. So let's just close this one. I already was running this in previous video. I'm going to stop it first. I'm using live server to run HTML. So on previous videos that I already talked about this, how you can use live server. You can press here this live. This will open this project on this tab. As you see, this now is on localhost, which is 127.0.0.1. This will represent localhost. And if we scroll at the bottom here, this is the one that we just added. We added this 3 text here, or 3 cards with this map here at the bottom. So we need to add some CSS for this section we just added. We need to go back to this style.css here, and I need to add a comment here for this CSS section just to represent this as a contact section. So this will help to read the CSS. First, we'll add this comment. We'll just say contact, and I'm going to select all the contact section and apply. First, we're using this hash because it's an ID, and we'll add padding top down 20, right left 0, and the background will be this color. And if I save it, as you see now, that's changed, and other things this padding at the top and down here. And also I'm going to change the title of this section, which will be H2, to add a margin button 20. This title, we didn't add that, we missed to add it. Let's go back again to HTML here. Inside this container, we should add a title called contact me, just after this container here. Add H2 and call just contact me with exclamation. If I save it, now we have, if you scroll down, if you see, we have this contact me. And if we go back to this CSS, now we have this H2. If I save it, we'll leave some padding between, or some margin between this email and this title. If I save it, as you see, now we have this margin at the bottom, 20 pixels. So now if we go also to the info section, which will have the 3 cards, this 3 here, this 3 card, which each one of them will be represented as a card. If I go back to this HTML, as you see, this is the info section here, this is the class info, and has 3 cards. Each card will represent this text. So if you come back to this CSS and add this selector here called info, first we'll select the parent, contact, and then this contents. Inside the contents, we'll select info class. And we'll add this display grid because we are going to use layout, so to control the layout for these items or these cards. And then each card will have a gap of around 15 pixels, and the color for this text will be black, and the template for this layout will, each card will take full width on the small screen. So if I make it smaller like that, so this card will take the full screen. If I save it, that nothing will happen because it still takes the full size, but still, as you see, the color is not changed to black. Let's see why that the color not changed to black. This info contents, and if I come back to the HTML file here, as you see, we didn't create a contents, we missed the contents class. We need to add another element inside the container with a div called a div element with a class called contents. Div dot contents. This is how we can add this contents, and then I'm going to bring all this iframe and all this info section inside that. So before that, let me move this title before the contents, and inside the contents we'll have all these elements. The first one will be this info section, and the second one will be this iframe section, and the contents will be the parent for these 2 children. The first one will be info and the second one will be iframe. If I save that one and now try to scroll down, let's see. Now if you see that the color is changed to be black, that now the selector is worked correctly. So now we added this layout for this info, and we change the color. Next one, I need to add the CSS for each card, for each one of them, and after here I can add this one. So this is how I can select the card. First we'll select all the content, and then all the contact section, and then contents, and then info. Inside the info, each card will have this CSS. The width will take the full width because I'm controlling the layout by info section, and then the card itself will take the full width available for it, and the height will be 200 pixels. Display flex because I need to control these children, so I can move them center to be center vertically and horizontally by using align items that will move it to center vertically, and justify content that will be horizontally centered, and the color will be set to white, and also the border radius on the corner of each this card will be having around 5 pixels, and margin button for each card will be 15 pixels, and border will be taking 1 pixel the size of the border, and the type will be solid and the color white, and box shadow for each one of them will take this color and take this sizes basically to control the box shadow. and transition will be for all, and the period will be for 100 millisecond. The type will be is in out. That is basically, and if I save it, that as you see now we have this card, and we have this border, and we have this shadow if you notice. But also I notice here I'm duplicating the color twice. I don't need this original color here. I can remove that, and that will leave just all the layout. So I have the color, and also now we have this gap. Each gap has 15 pixels. At the same time, if you notice here, I'm adding this margin button. If I comment that out, I shouldn't need that. This one will be for the section. It's at the bottom here, see, because this map doesn't have a space between the card and the map. That because of that why I'm adding this 15 pixel. If I now add that, if you see now we have this 15 pixel at the bottom here. So there is a different way to fix this one. I can just remove this here from now, because as you see this here, instead of 15 it becomes 30. If I save it, now each card will have this gap, which originally added by info 15 pixel, and I will add later some margin top to this map itself. So now let's style the map. Or before starting the map, when I hover here, I need to change the background for this card to be white and the color to be black. How you can add that one? Need to add a selector after this here. So that will select the card. When you hover on the card, I need to change the color to be black and the background to be white. If I save that, and if I now hover, if you see that nicely it's being changed. And that's effect nicely being changed like this because I'm using this transition. If I comment out this transition and save it, you will see that very quick is changing. It's very quick is changing this color and background. And to add some millisecond just to see some animation, and see that nicely now is work. That's how when you use transition or not using transition. Next one, I need to set the card title, also size. For example, here this I'm selecting the card first, and then the title it will be H3, and font size will be 24, and margin button will be 10 pixel. This title here will change the size, and also will leave some margin between the title and this number or the email or the phone number. You see that now it's changing, adding some margin and also changing the title size. And next one will be the map iframe. So we'll change the map iframe here. I will let that iframe map take the full width, and the height will be 400. It will be 450 pixel. As you see here at the bottom, that now is not taking that full. But if I save it, now that's taking the full width, and the height is around 450 pixel. But still, I need to add some margin at the top that I can add it manually. Margin top. So margin top will be 15 pixel. If I save it, that now I have 15 pixel. Why I have 15 pixels? So always on UX you need to keep consistent gap and space, because already I have here this 15 pixel, and it should leave also this will be 15. That now I have this now full width map, and the card also, if you see that card is taking full width, I need when I go larger breakpoint, for example after 600 I should see 2 cards in one column. And how I can do that, because if you see this one like it's taking really long width and very stretch, doesn't look nice, I need to change the layout for each card. As you see here, originally the info it was displaying the card to take the full width, one fragment. So how I can change that on different breakpoint, I'm going to use the media query so to define different breakpoint here. For example, after this line, how I can define a media query by calling at the media and opening parentheses minimum width, then your minimum width. For example, in this scenario, I'm going to use 600. From 600, I'm going to larger screen, try to change the template columns to be taking 2 cards instead of 1, and each card will have 1 fragment. If I save it, now we should see 2 cards in one row. So that now having each card has the same width, and that on larger than 600, but still this when I go to larger screen it will not look nice still. So I need to also to give it when go more than 800 breakpoint and try to display the 3 cards on one row. So how I can do that one, I need to add a media query as I just added to this 600 breakpoint. I can add one for this 800 breakpoint. And also I need to set more other things. I need to change the contact padding instead of this 20 top and down pixel to be 50 pixel, and right left will be 0. And also I will change this title H2 margin button instead of 20 pixel to be 50 pixel, and changing the layout for the info instead of 2 cards to be 3 cards, and each card will have 1 fragment. If I save that one, now if you see we have 3 cards here, and that will be same on the larger screen. So now we have this responsive contact section, and also with a nice hover effect, and also with the map or with your address location on the map. And that's it for this video. So on the next video and last section that we are going to build for this portfolio, live portfolio, we are gonna actually before last video, because still as you see we have this go to top button, we are going to create another video for how you can use this to go top. If you see this go to top nicely being added and using animation when you scroll to down. But the next video is going to be this footer section, and that's what we are going to build on next video. Before next video I will leave this tutorial, as I mentioned, playlist URL down of this video, and also the next video I will leave it on recommendation section on front of you on the screen. You can press that and start watch. See you on the next video.